My 35M, wife 34 female, has been asking why I didn't do better in life. My 35M, wife 34 female, has been asking why I didn't do better in life. Okay guys, so I've been married for 5 years now. Everything has been pretty good considering. My wife is beautiful, funny and awesome. I'm a fully qualified plumber, earn pretty good money, and save kinda well. My wife works a retail job. My job was never an issue and never mentioned negatively, until very recently when she met up with her old best friend from high school and uni somewhat recently. For context, my wife is, and she will back this up haha, very attractive, and I'm kinda punching. I already knew her and her friend were very popular when they were younger. Always been a joke she wouldn't have talked to me when we were at school if we had met because I was more of a regular guy I guess. These things are relevant. Her friend married a guy who now owns some engineering firm/business and is obviously very well off, similar age to me. The friend doesn't work, stays home, goes to the beach ECT during the day, and her husband has a nice car, a wakeboarding boat, an investment property, and other luxuries. My wife met with her friend about 3-4 weeks ago for the first time in a couple years, and the second my wife came back, she kept saying how her friend was doing so well, how lucky she is to not have to work ECT. This was the end of it, until about a week after, when they caught up for drinks this time, and I picked my wife up, and she was a bit drunk. In the car she asked, "Did you study at school? How come you never started a business?" And just a couple insulting questions I felt kinda bad about. I ignored them, but during the drive, she continued to mention how her friend doesn't have to work, and how her friend was going on about how she didn't ever expect my girlfriend to have to work a normal job ECT. Well, this past week, my wife has continued to prod and ask questions about why I'm not higher up at my job, if I don't try at work, if I'm settling career-wise ECT. She admitted to me she wishes she didn't have to work and it's not her dream to be working a job every day. I feel really shit about myself and have been looking online for jobs that pay higher out of curiosity. Not much does that I could even remotely qualify for. I told her I'm sorry and that I'm trying my best, and she has been a bit dismissive of it. Where do I go from here? How do I tell my wife it's not possible for her to be a stay-at-home wife? Nah man, don't let her make you feel badly about your accomplishments. You married the wrong woman if she's measuring your relationship against her friends. Sad but true. So she went to uni but now works in retail. Why didn't she do better in life? Not that I have any issue with anyone doing whatever they do for work, but the double standards your wife is displaying are outrageous, sexist, and rather nasty. And plumbing is a great career. Edit. Obviously SAHB is a different matter entirely, but it looks like you don't have kids. What level of entitlement does she have that she thinks it's acceptable for her to live off you as a parasite? Am I misunderstanding, or is her argument essentially that she thinks she's too hot to have to work? Tell her comparison is the thief of joy. If she's felt this way before she met her friend, it's a serious problem. If she only thought of this after meeting up with her friend, then she needs to get past it. As for your final question, simply tell her to stop sounding so shallow. Life is too short. Why does she feel entitled to not working? Your wife may be attractive, but it seems like she has achieved nothing herself. By the way you are winning at life, you just have an ungrateful wife. My 38F, husband 41M, left me over cheating assumptions. I posted back about 3 months ago about how my husband, 41 male, was convinced I was cheating. He hid recorders and cameras without my knowledge. I wasn't allowed to shower or shave without being questioned. He inspected my pants when I got off work. I just started working within the last few months when I really hadn't been allowed to for years because he thought I was cheating then. He has taken me through lie detectors, monitored my cell phone, and spending accounts which I could care less about because I know I'm innocent and still swears I'm cheating. Which FYI I'm not and never have. I couldn't even imagine cheating on anyone, especially someone I loved so dearly at one point. Even if that love was gone today. I've been in the shoes of being cheated on, and it's heartbreaking. I get it. Anyways, this is something I've dealt with for 6 years, so it's become the norm for me. We have a 5-year-old special needs kid together. I have no money to my name because I just started working part-time, and no way to afford the house I'm in now. My husband has benefit retirement money, so he can afford it, although he doesn't work. My birthday was Monday. Every birthday for 6 years I've at least cried once. Over the years I've lost so much love that I just don't have it in me to cry anymore. Anyways, my birthday was Monday. Super sweet day. unlike the others. I should have known then. The next morning, when our child goes to school, he presented me a birthday surprise, saying to choose him or not to choose him. He had a video playing on a little photo display of his proof of me cheating. I can't post that here, but I'd be happy to share that in the messages with anyone that wants to see it. The proof is a 15's clip out of 5 hours of him recording me, and I'm literally sitting on the bar stool on my phone playing who knows what game to pass the time, and he says that's proof of me cheating. It's insane, honestly, and again I wish I could post it here. Needless to say, I didn't admit to cheating because I did not cheat, and I'm not admitting to something I sure didn't do. He's told me dozens and dozens of times if I tell him the truth we can work past it and get through it. So if I truly was cheating, why wouldn't I just tell him to keep our house and family together? Probably because I am not. He has hours and days of footages and recording, and all my search and phone history with no proof, yet still accuses me. Yesterday we were driving around town, and a phone ringer went off. Not our phones. He had a second hidden phone that went ringing. He's the only one that's been hiding and lying. So after I confronted him about that, he dropped the bombshell. He said he got another place, leaving me and our son without a place to be able to afford. I am getting punished for something I didn't even do. I know he's honestly probably the one cheating because stigmas point in that direction, and I've been cheated on so many times I know it to be true. And that's fine. I don't care truly. What I care about is no warning, no money, and nowhere to go. I don't have family here. He's moved me across the country and back running from only God knows. But to up and leave your kid who needs that routine, who's special needs, without allowing mommy and daddy to talk to him and mommy to figure out a plan for a place is heartless and cold. I truly wish I never met this man. I'm blindsided over false assumptions. What do I even do from here? You jump for joy. You celebrate. You are now free off that garbage husband. Sue him. Take half his shit. And go find a real man who is not insane. That man is a psycho. This is mental illness. He will never believe you. It's a delusion he has, so no matter what anyone says or does, his brain will pick anything it can, like a 5 seconds clip of you looking at your phone, to convince itself that the delusion is true. It is best that your kid is not around this behavior so much as well. The first thing you need to do is talk to a lawyer. They'll give you the best possible advice. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. Good luck. Lawyer. 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 And make sure you keep screenshots of every message he sends. I went today and applied at income-based apartments with a move-in date for first week of December. I went to the store just now and I hadn't felt this lifted and free in years. I'm listening to my music, cleaning and packing. I feel good. I know it will hit me hard, I'm guessing. But right now it feels amazing thanks to all of your comments. The apartments are in a new town 20 minutes away, unfortunately, but I have to take what I can right now. I'm scared, but nonetheless finally happy and free. Snooped on my girlfriend phone, and I didn't like what I saw. Not sure how to proceed. M28F28. I know I shouldn't have done this, and it's something I've been super mindful of avoiding. I've been having dreams that I was going to break up with my partner, and maybe I manifested it. We've been dating for a year now, and it seemed to be going very well. She was super affectionate, saying loving words to my face about the relationship and how lucky she was. We've had a couple of arguments during the relationship, but we'd always say we came out stronger because of them and enjoyed the journey together. I've given her an out before, and she said no, she wants to stay with me and be committed in this journey. She once re-downloaded a dating profile to show her friend how she attracted me. I found that inconsiderate and was angry about it, hence giving her an out. Last week, I went through her phone as it was left unlocked, and I read awful things about me that she'd sent to her friend. I find him annoying. I don't enjoy his company. I'm going to break up with him on NY. He's a perfect BF, but I can do better. My mom said I can do better. However, to my face, she's so affectionate and endearing. It's ripping me up inside because I know I've done wrong, but reading such hurtful comments when I've been a great partner in my eyes, I just don't know how to act accordingly. We've still been physically intimate, and whenever I ask about our relationship, she says she's super happy with it. She even says I love you to my face and sends me love emojis and things like, you're an amazing boyfriend, and I'm so lucky, I love you, red heart. Too long, did not read. I went through my girlfriend's phone and found messages where she said hurtful things about me and planned to break up, even though she acts loving to my face. I know I was wrong to check, but now I'm confused and hurt because she still says she's happy and affectionate with me. Edit. Completely agree, going through the phone is a breach of trust. I've been getting therapy for it and can understand how that can be damaging. I did trust her 100%, however the temptation to see was there, and it's something I'm working on. It was the first and last time I've ever did it. I'm sorry, but he's a perfect boyfriend, but I can do better is absolutely mental. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I do believe that you should just break up with her. She's basically lying to you and dragging out the relationship. Break up with her before the two major holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. You don't want to spend that time with someone who isn't 100% in for it with you. Beat her to it, and end it now, man. Why waste your time knowing she's just not that into you? Use the time you would have unknowingly spent still thinking she liked you to heal and move on. It'll hurt and suck ass, but if her parents don't like you, you'll never win, dude. That's no way to speak about your partner. I get everyone has flaws, but damn, she really doesn't like you at all. Best of luck. Sounds like she's with you until something better comes along. If you chose to ignore the MSGS, then prepare for her to monkey branch to the next guy. Leave her and quote her when you do it. I think we should break up. I don't enjoy your company. I had thought about doing it on NY to be honest, but now is as good a time as any. You're the perfect GF, but I just think I can do better. I mean, even my mom says so. Woman shrugging, medium skin tone. My 23F boyfriend, 24M, won't leave me alone after seeing a photo of me kissing another guy. Hi everyone. I never thought I would be posting on Reddit. I never seen an actual post before, and usually just listen to these on TikTok with Minecraft in the background. So here I go trying to type this right. So sorry if I don't. My 23 female boyfriend, 24 male, has been at me every single day for a week over a photo he saw while I was out with my friends. I thought everything was fine before this, but I guess I was wrong, and honestly I have no idea why he's acting like this. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. This all started last weekend when I was out with my friends who I hadn't seen in a year due to moving very far away. We went to an outdoor concert for cheap in our small town after I moved back, just so we could have fun and dress up in costumes so we could hang out and see each other. One thing to note is the friends I was with barely drink 2 to 3 times a year, and they never go out. So of course I was very excited that they wanted to go out with me for once. I would also like to mention I hadn't been out more than once within the whole year I had been away, since I do not like going out without my friends, so I do not normally do this either. A few days after we had went to this concert, my boyfriend texted me a photo of me, saying I looked like I was about to kiss someone in the background of one of the professional photos that were taken there. I told him many times this was not me. This girl had curly hair, she was wearing what I thought was a big black coat, and her face shape did not match mine. I thought he was joking. I was wearing a skin-tight black long-sleeve dress, wavy hair, and I had a headband with bunny ears on my head. I laughed it off thinking it was a joke, and told him it wasn't me while pointing out everything that was proving it wasn't me. The next or couple days later, I don't remember, he texted me again bringing it back up. I again told him it wasn't me, and explained everything that was different between this girl and me. He did not believe me. He kept calling her my twin, and saying it wasn't normal how defensive I got the first time he brought it up. I immediately started telling him why it wasn't me the first time because I knew where it was going. But I kept explaining how it was not me, and I didn't know what else to tell him. He pretended to believe me, but that was not the end of it. The next time I saw him, he brought it up again, but in person, I proceeded to laugh and say, "Why would I cheat on you in a place where all of your friends are, a photographer taking photos, and in a public space where I know everyone?" I then proceeded to tell him how I am 5 feet tall, and the person this girl was kissing was shorter than her. There is no one in our small town who is over 19 that would be in the 4 feet. I sort of giggled when I said this because I didn't think it was that serious. The issue ended up being brought up a couple more times, and I was getting so fed up. Tonight it was brought up again for what felt like the 10th time, and I was so mentally drained and exhausted from this conversation, I just started telling him to prove that I cheated on him. He wouldn't stop calling me a cheater, saying I was with other men when I didn't answer fast enough, and accusing me of so much. He never acted like this before. He then freaked out at me for telling him to prove it, and going on and on and on for hours and hours to the point where I had to stop texting him to keep myself mentally sane. Eventually I was so desperate I started scouring the Facebook page to find all of the photos of that night to figure out who this girl was to show him once, and for all it wasn't me. I found her. I sent him all of the photos of this girl, and put them with the blurry photo, He sent me thinking it was finally over. But he responded with, "I can't see her makeup, I can only see your black eyes." I was done at this point. I never ever do my makeup. I only wear mascara because I don't know how to do makeup and make it look good on my skin. I got ready with my friend who went to school for makeup, and she helped me and gave me tips, so I felt confident enough to try it for once. I did not wear black eyes. The photo was too blurry to see the makeup, it was just a blob, but apparently he could. I then proceeded to stop answering him because I was over it, and he gave in and apologized, telling me he was wrong and whatnot because I gave up. I thought it was all fine until I was playing video games with my same friend who's good at makeup, and he messaged me a new photo. This new photo was a completely different girl, and he said, "This is you going into the corner. Good job taking your ears off, that's a good cover." I had no idea how to respond at this point because it seemed like he just wanted to prove me wrong and was making up stories about how I cheated on him. Anyways, I found the girl who he was talking about. She was wearing a penguin costume, and she looks absolutely nothing like me, so I'm not sure why he thinks it's me. You can see her hood, which has a beak and an eye on it, which doesn't look like my costume at all. I did not leave any of my friends' side all night, and I have no idea what to do in this moment. This has gotten so frustrating that my relationship I never speak about and keep private is now known by my friends and family over this fight. I couldn't mentally handle it alone and told everyone about it and sent them all the photos, and everyone agreed right away it was not me. It wasn't me. We've been together for 8 years and I'm so sick of it and over it, and it only took a week. So if anyone here has some advice about this situation, could you tell me what to do now? I haven't shown him the photo of the penguin girl because I don't think I should be the one proving I didn't cheat, and he should be proving I did cheat. I think he should trust my word like I do his, but I don't even know who he is anymore. He's acting insane. Break up with him. He sounds insane. Girl, stop. He's not a man worth staying with. He's a jealous and controlling waste of space. He probably knows it's not you, but he loves tying you in knots. He will use this to ruin any more girls' nights out you have, so you stop doing stuff to just be with him. He is projecting because he has likely cheated, or he is simply so insecure. Either way, not the right guy for you. Unfortunately. I will admit I didn't read the whole thing, because my goodness, that was exhausting. You did nothing wrong. He's either cheating, or he's about to and wants you to be the bad guy and break up before that. Dump him, find a better one. This one is defective. Not saying everyone does this, and I don't want to instill a new fear, but a lot of people start getting overly defensive about cheating when that's what they're doing. Since the level of his accusations is becoming comical, it makes me wonder if he is either projecting or trying to prove that you're cheating so that he doesn't feel as guilty about it. Regardless if this is true or not, these accusations are genuinely ridiculous, and whatever turning point he hit, this relationship is clearly not working anymore. I'm sorry that it had to end so abruptly when you guys have been together for a long time, but I don't think this is something worth saving at this point. Sad face. He's either cheating or needs strong medical intervention for the mental breakdown he appears to be having.